Hi everyone, I'm Melody and I'm passionate about normalizing conversations about mental health. Today I'll be sharing with you, based on my experience, 5 indicators that it is probably time to break up. Number 1, the relationship has turned toxic and you're constantly being gaslighted or gaslighting each other. What does this mean? Let me give you an example. Babe, I don't like that you keep talking to this girl. I even saw her send you a heart emoji. What do you mean? That's how friends text nowadays. Stop being so sensitive, it's such a turnoff. Where were you even looking at my phone? Basically, every time you try to tell your partner how you feel, they become defensive. They accuse you of overthinking and being too sensitive instead of reassuring you. They make you constantly question yourself if your feelings are truly valid. Over time, you might notice your mental health deteriorating. You feel small and anxious. You can't be yourself. You're always walking on ice around this person, worried that anything you say or do might trigger them, and there are a lot more unhappy moments than happy ones. You might even lose your sense of self. I watched this movie recently, How to Be Single, starring Dakota Johnson, and learned the term vixen. It's for the girls who meet a boy, forget who they are, and get sucked into their world. I've been there, and it is not a good place to be. Bottom line, no relationship should be at the detriment of your mental health. Number 2, you realize that you have fundamentally different values. He wants to start a family, but you are more of a dinks, dual income, no kids kind of person. Or maybe she prefers spending money on traveling, but you want to save money to buy a house. I used to think that these differences could be worked out as long as you love each other. Perhaps it can, but it comes with a lot of pain. I used to date someone who spent all his time trying to build up his financial portfolio to provide us with a better future. We argued a lot because, to me, what was most important in a relationship was emotional support. None of us could give in, and well, things didn't work out in the end. There are people out there who will tell you not to give up on love no matter what and persevere because it is worth it. I used to be one of them, but I've come to realize, why make it so difficult for yourself? After that breakup, I met someone whose values aligned with mine. We spent all day doing nothing, but we were very happy. Number 3, the reason you're staying in a relationship is because you've been together for so long, or you think that you can't find anyone else. And I know when someone is like that. You're constantly complaining about your partner to your friends, you're checking other people out and wondering what it would be like to be with them. And when your friends ask you, why don't you just break up with him? You sound like you hate him. You don't really have the answers. Ask yourself, do you really love your partner? Are you truly fulfilled in this relationship? Or are you just used to being with them and afraid of being alone? What you're doing is selfish because they could be with someone who truly values them. And for you, being single might sound scary now, but you'll look back one day when you meet the person that is 100% yes for you and be thankful that you made this decision. I have learned from all my failed relationships that if it is not 100% yes, it's a no. And you'll know it in your gut. Number 4, you are not ready to commit. Perhaps you love the idea of being in a relationship, the physical intimacy, the late night calls, spending every moment with a person. But when you actually get into one, you start to feel suffocated. You feel like you've lost your freedom, you miss meeting new people, and you miss the chase. Perhaps then, what you love isn't actually being in a relationship, but the idea of falling in love. Someone I used to date sent me a TikTok video of an analogy of a pecan pie and a tiramisu. The person in the video said that being in a relationship is like eating pecan pie every day because you love pecan pie. But occasionally, you might want to change things up and have tiramisu instead, but it doesn't mean you stop eating your pecan pie. My ex sent me this video to tell me that there's nothing to worry about when he talks to other girls. Perhaps he could have been right, but I learned in my next relationship with a green flag that it's not so much about whether something will happen, but it's about making your partner feel safe. Relationships take commitment. If you're not ready to commit, don't string along your partner just to break their hearts later on. Or you could just go for an open relationship, which is kind of the in thing nowadays. Number 5, your partner has done something to hurt you, but you're not able to forgive them. Perhaps they lied to you or cheated, but you told yourself that you would forgive them if they are willing to change. Yet no matter what you try, no matter how much time has passed, you still feel resentful. You secretly wish that they would experience the pain that they put you through. I think this is when you should consider to end things. You will not be truly happy even if they do change, and you'll just be in constant pain. I am a hopeless romantic, and I've always believed that love could conquer all. But I've watched it drive me to the brink of insanity. It's not worth it. No relationship is worth losing yourself over. Prioritize yourself, love yourself, and take all the time you need in the world. The most important relationship is the one that you have with yourself. I started this YouTube channel with the aim of sharing my personal growth stories and normalizing conversations about mental health. If you would like to journey with me, please click subscribe and I'll see you soon.